Hey guys, welcome. It's Kate here from Out of Office, and today I'm going to show you some fun that you can have for yourself and your business, or maybe with your kids, to get online and create some Easter e-cards, so cards that you can email to other people and or posts for social media. Because right now it's almost Easter, and obviously in New Zealand here we're in lockdown and we can't post each other cards in the post, or we can't see each other at Easter because we have to stay in our own lockdown bubbles. So this is a fun way of still connecting with people and sending a lovely message. So let's get started. First of all, you'll need to go to Canva, and it's just canva.com, and you'll need to log in. If you haven't used Canva before, then you'll need to sign up, and you should just be able to do that with your email address, and then when you open it up, it will look like this. So Canva is a content creating website. It's really fun. It has a free version and a paid version. I use the paid version, so what you see here may have a little bit more than what you might see, but the free version is just as good, and you'll get a lot of things in here. You can upload your own photos, or you can use photos that exist in their database here, and also there's a whole heap of templates and designs already made. So if you're not feeling that creative, then perhaps you can just use one of the cards or designs that's already in here. But you can personalize it with your own name as well. So first of all, I'm going to show you a couple of examples of maybe an e-card that you can email to somebody. So what we do is we come up here into the search, and I can just type e-card or card. Now, because I've already had a look at this, there's different sizes, templates of cards here that you can see. Now, I know that this one here is a really good size to send in an email. These ones here are more like oblongated brochure size. I'll show you this kind of size. As you'll see, that one there's not too bad, probably to send in an email. But this card, this one, 7 by 5 inches, is a really great size. Now, as you can see, the first one you'll always get when you do a search is blank, so you can start from scratch and add things as you go, and there's lots of options to add. Or you can start with a template, and you can change out everything on the template, so you can retype your own message, you can change the colours, add your own photos and things like that. But as you'll see, there is a few Easter ones already in here, and so I'll start with showing you a template, using a template one first. So let's go with this one, because I think this one looks quite fun. Very quick and easy. So I can change the messaging by saying, instead of happy birthday, I want to say happy Easter. And then I can change this message to say, may the Easter bunny visit you with enough chocolate to get you through lockdown. Bit of a time relevant one there. We probably wouldn't say that every Easter. If you're watching this another Easter that we're not on lockdown. And so this has already got the font here. I can change the font up here. I can change the colours of the text up here. Just choose any one that I want. But I quite like it just white. These can go back and forwards. I can make it bold, just the same as any like word program or whatever that you're using. Just highlight to change it. I can either change the size of it by here, or selecting one of these, so 18, or I can just zoom it in and out like this to fit it around the pictures and things. Okay, now the background color, we want to change that to a different color. So I don't want this red, so I just need to select it to make sure that the right box is selected, and I can see because it's kind of got the cyan color around it. See, when I select anything else, it puts that box around it. So if I just click down here, it's got the cyan around here, and up here it's telling me it's this color. If I click on that, then I can choose another color. Now these colors here goes the default colors down here, and if you're on the free version, you'll probably only see these ones to choose from, and there's quite a lot there, so that's fun. On the paid version, it gives me color palettes as well, so this here is giving me all the different colors that are in the confetti there to choose from, or the different colors that are in the photo to choose from if I wanted to change the background to any of these colors. Okay, and then just here I've got my own business brand colors as well, which I've saved in here previously, so that's quite fun on the free version. But let's see, let's go with one of these colors. It's probably not that much different, but I'll stick with that one for now. Cool. Happy Easter. And then I would like to add my own photo in here as well, because this is a bit two random ladies. So I have two options here. I can either, on the left hand side here, it has photos. So I can either choose a photo from the library here, and you can search for relevant ones. So maybe I want to say Easter Bunny. Oops, too many ends. Easter Bunny, there we go, and it's got some pictures of Easter Bunny or relevant things there, and you can literally just click and drag it in. Now it's taken the color away from this photo. See over here, it was a colored photo because that is the settings that were on the existing photo in there. And to change that, I can just go adjust, reset. There we go, and it puts it back. The other option is along the left-hand menu here, I can upload my own photo. So here goes all the photos that I've uploaded in the past on my account. So if I want to put a photo of myself maybe in here, might be a little bit more relevant, then I could just choose one of my own photos here. Where is a good one? I think one of my jumping ones is what I was thinking. Yeah, this one. And just click and drag it over the top, and there it goes there. Now the other thing I want to put here is from Kate. So I'm just going to copy and paste that one to say cross Kate. All those crosses don't turn out that well in this font. So I could change the font of the crosses. It's going to change it for all of it. That's all right. And I can move this around by just getting it on the arrows and changing it to where I want. Cool. Now, if I was sending this via email to business people, so to my customers or clients or colleagues or anything like that, I'd probably want to add my business logo on here. Now, previously I have added my logo into a folder here, but if you have a logo that you want to use and you haven't used Canva before, you can just upload your logo in using this and then click and drag it across. You can also create logos in Canva as well, but that's for another day. So I'm just going to add my plain white one without the tagline. Just make it a little bit smaller and maybe pop it down here. Put it on an angle to match the card. So just roll it around, and you can't see it very well, so I can now I can't change the color of it just by selecting from the palette, because in my folder of logos these are like sets, they're like images, so they've already got they're saved as that, so I can't just change the color. I would have to go all the way out and change the actual logo itself. So what I can do though is in effects, so when I click on it, it gives me options to effects. I can adjust things. So when I just adjust these kind of things, it does change the color slightly automatically. So especially in tint here, or there's some other really cool features here under effects now that make you be able to change the color quite easily, but makes it quite funky. As you can see down here, duotone, so I could change it to pink. And it's just blurred it up a little bit too though, so if you did want to have a coloured logo all the time, then I would set it as a logo in the back end and have it set up properly to use. So I'll just take that one off and adjust the, oops, that was adjusting the wrong one. Adjust this, just want it to be ever so slight. There we go, so we can see it. Cool, so that's my e-card ready to go. I don't want to change anything else here. This here is, I could change the effects of the confetti. I could probably change the effects of the sticky tape. I can change the colour of this if I wanted. So I just go up here and choose another colour. Let's change it on that one. If I want to put Happy Easter on a bit of an angle, I just grab this and drag it around. And it's just all about playing, really. You can go back and forwards with these buttons here. There's usually a forward button when I've gone back on something. Yeah, so it's good fun. And then from there, I can, if I'm happy with that, I can download it. Now, there is the option to send it, to email it straight to somebody. I wouldn't recommend doing this, because what it does is it sends an email that says to the person, you've been sent a design from Canva, rather than just the card itself. So we'll do that manually, and I'll show you how to do that as well. So you can, all you want to do for now is just download it to your computer, and I would recommend changing it to a PNG file rather than a PDF, and ignore all of this, that all stays the same, and just press download, and it's preparing my design. So that's saving into my download folder now. on my computer. Right, so now I want to email that to somebody, so I'll just send a test to myself so you can see what it looks like. My email address, personal email address, and it's sending it from my business email address, and I'm going to say Happy Easter. And if you just want to send it to people via your regular email, you can do this, or if you use a mail website like MailChimp or something like that to send emails out to your database, then you can upload the image into that to send out to your database. But this is just the really basic way to do it if you're just wanting to send it to your friends and family or you don't have that database. So actually one thing I forgot to mention when I was in Canva was up here you can change the name of it, because when you save it, it's going to save as this name, which looks really silly when I'm sending it to somebody. So I would change this to Happy Easter e-card so you know exactly which one it is. Right, I'll just download that again so we can see, change it to a PNG file, don't need to change anything else, download. So let's download it this time as the e-card, download Happy Easter e-card, it's this one, and there it goes, and I can send it off to myself as the test. And I'll show you what that looks like when I have received it. Okay, so here it goes now. It's come in my inbox. If I open that up, it's just loading up here now. Or if I open it up into a larger screen so we can see it properly. It's quite a big image, and so it is going to take a little minute to load. And I'll show you a way that we can change that. There it goes. So that's how it would come through to the people that you send it through if you send it directly from your email. So that's a great way to see it. So let's go back to Canva and look at the resizing to start off with. So when I go to download and change it to a PNG, which is a high quality file, I can change the size of it here. So this is its actual size, which is quite big. So I can make it half the size, and that will just mean when it downloads it goes a little bit smaller, and it won't take as long to load up when people open up their emails. Doesn't matter too much, as you saw it didn't take too long. So now I'm going to show you back to the start how to do this card from scratch, from the blank template. So let's go back to, this is the home page, type in card like we did at the start and choose that very first one, and I'm going to choose blank. Last time we scrolled down and I chose this one, this template to use, but this time I'm going to choose blank. So when you choose blank, it comes up obviously blank, like ready to start from scratch. You can add your words, you can add your pictures, your backgrounds and everything. But on the left hand side here, underneath templates, this is all the templates that you could see before when we were scrolling on the home page that come under the card option. So if you decided it's all too hard to start from scratch, you can just type Easter into here, and all those Easter ones will come up again here. So it's nice and easy for you to find one that you want to use. So let's start from scratch though. So what we can do to start off with is a background. So here on the left, backgrounds. And there's all sorts to choose from here. There's different patterns and textures and colours and all sorts going on. I think I tested this before. There isn't anything when you type Easter or eggs, but I'll show you how you can get around that because you might want some of them. If you did just want a plain background that didn't have too much Easter going on, you could just choose any of these. And like I said, there's hundreds to choose from here. You might recognise that one. All lots of fun, and you can type your words and add images over top of these. The other option is to go to photos, and if you type Easter in here, it gives you some sort of like backgrounds that do have images around the edges of, so that makes it quite fun. And get rid of that background. They are pictures, but you can expand them so that they become like the backgrounds, and then put your pictures and things on top of there. So let's go with that one. There's lots of cool ones here, as you can see. If you can choose one that's not the same shape as your card, I'll just delete that one and add this one. And you literally just click and drag to do this, guys, and then you expand it out until you get it to where you want it to be. So it's going to like blow right up, obviously, to fit, but that is it fitting into that. Now, let's have a try with another one. This one's quite fun because we can add some writing onto it, so it forms a little bit of a border, and there's heaps here, as you can see. So let's go with this one. So now we want to add some writing. So on the left hand side here, text. Now you can just add any text you'd like. These ones here are set up based on my brand kit. So these are the fonts that I use the most often for different things, but you can just add them and then you can change them anyway. Or you can have a look at some of the templates ones here, see if there's anything that you really like. Like if you're going to write Happy Easter, lots of love from us. You might want 2 different types of fonts. So this one here could be a good one as an example. So you can click and drag it around. This is 2 different sections. It's the top part and the bottom part here. You can ungroup them if you do want to delete one of them, like this. This is a bit hard to see, and I can just delete that, but I quite like that, so I'm going to keep it. We can change the colours, so just up here, again, here goes my brand colours. Scroll down, it's going to show us the different colours that are in the photo, so you can match some of the other colours that are in that photo. That's quite a cool colour there. And if I want to change the typing, I just override it and type in what I want. Oops, I keep spelling Easter wrong. So if I just want to put from Kate down here, and because I've ungrouped them, I can move just this part around now. Move this up. And perhaps I want to add my logo again. So I go to my folders and find my logo. Go for the white one this time. I think we used the white one last time, but anyway, we'll go with the white one again. And drag that on there. I can put it to wherever I want. Now, if I wanted to add another picture to this, I could do that too. Either a photo or probably an element is more what I was thinking of. So this is like a little, just a little like logo or a little image, if you'll see here. See, so recently used, again, lots of different options here, but if you want to get a bit themed, so maybe I want to add a rabbit to this. Here goes all the different rabbits that I can add. So let's choose this guy. Now you'll note if you're on the free version that some of the images will have pro. So I'm on the pro version, which means that I can use this image for free. If you are on, there goes a free one, so anyone on the free one will be able to use that. There are a lot of free ones. And then I don't think it's probably going to show now, but sometimes they'll have dollar signs. And that means that you just have to pay for that particular image, one-off payment to use it. But at the moment, everyone that's on the Pro membership gets access to everything. So there's no payments for anything at the moment, apart from the Pro membership, which is about $13 US a month. So if you're going to use this quite a bit, it's definitely worth it. So I'm going to put my little rabbit here, and I might put my little out of office down here, put him above that. That's quite fun. If I'm not happy with this font, I can just come up here and change it. Choose, these are my brand fonts, so I can choose one of the ones that I usually use, or I could choose, so see how it's just changing as I choose them. I could choose one of these other ones. And there are hundreds, so you could get lost and very, very easily lost in here. I'm going to try one that I think I know the name of. Start to get to know the names of them. Some of them look a bit fun. Okay, so I'm just going to put that, and then what I'm going to do instead of a cross, I'm going to, in the elements, I'm going to add a love heart. You can see how I spend hours in here. This one's quite cool. Just want something not too big, and I want to make it white. Not that easy to see, but that will be fine. Now you will note on the last card that we made, I had a little message saying, you know, hope the Easter Bunny brings you all the chocolate for lockdown. If I wanted to add that message in here, I could just go back into text and then choose the font. So either choose one of these and then just change it as I need. So may the Easter Bunny bring you all the chocolate to last you through lockdown, and obviously we don't want the writing to be like this. We want it to be much smaller and not over the top of everything else. So perhaps I need to make this Happy Easter a lot smaller to start off with. So I can just move things around. It's really easy. If I want this message to be here maybe, and we don't want it to be this font, so we just choose another font. There we go, courgette works well for that one. Perhaps I want to make this white. Yeah. And if I want Happy Easter to stretch out, there we go. Make it big enough. So just so you can see, it's, you know, you can have a lot of fun making your own from a blank canvas, but it can take some time. So if you did like some of those templates that you saw when we first came in, or on the left hand side here for Easter, then you can choose one of those and personalize it yourself with your name and your photos, or whatever you'd like, your own message on there as well. So we would do the same here. If I was finished with this, I would download it again, change it to a PNG file, and perhaps make it half the size, 0.5, so that it doesn't take so long to load up on the email, and press download and email it the same way as I showed you in the earlier one. So just going back to what I was going to show you is that creating e-cards and posts for social media. So the post for social media, you could use one of these e-cards as your post for social media. However, that's not quite the right shape for Facebook or Instagram. They're more square shapes that you want to add in as your post on your timeline. And the reason being is when you look at Facebook on a laptop, which is what this is that I'm showing you guys on now, you will see it. So I think I uploaded a practice one before. However, it was square, a square shaped one. So if you load up one that is the shape of these e-cards that we've been making, it could cut off the sides, especially when people are looking at them on different types of devices like tablets or on a phone. It can cut off the sides because it just shows people in their timeline the square image sometimes. So you're better off changing. So what you could do is, if you've already made a card like this one, in the paid version of Canva, you can resize it. So I can resize this to a Facebook post, like this, and see, it instantly does it for me. If you don't have the paid version, then you can just create a Facebook post from scratch, and I'll show you how to do that now. So back to the home page, you'll see here it says Facebook post, or you can type it in here. Or if it's an Instagram post you're wanting to make, then you can type Instagram post. So I'm going to go Facebook post, and here goes all the different templates for Facebook posts. There'll be hundreds and thousands of them in here. Okay, so if we want to see if there is an Easter one, Easter Facebook post, look, there is, to see all the different Easter ones here. So again, you can choose the template, or you can create it from blank. So let me show you, basically it's exactly the same as how I just showed you the card. So whether you choose the template or the blank one, all the settings are there. Let's choose blank, and I'll show you now how, if once you've chosen blank, you then decide you would like to use a template, here they all go here. So you literally can just choose one from here. If you don't want an Easter one, you can just take this search option off. There we go, and it's going to give you all the different templates here. So because there's some to the sides here to see all, then you probably do want to type something into the search to get a kind of relevant, you know, it might be like that you want, not necessarily Easter, but like a collage if you want to put lots of pictures. So just type collage, and then you can paste your Easter pictures into here. So whether they're your own picture, which you can do by uploading, choosing the upload button here, and choosing to upload maybe your own Easter picture. Here goes my Easter picture. And I can click and drag it into. Now, bearing in mind, this collage here is just actually 3 pictures, 3 tall pictures with this writing over the top. So when I select them, you can see the long photo, not actually the short ones. So that image there, if I double click on it, that allows me to move it, crop it, move it around to fit in, but it doesn't really fit into this style. So what we need, if I delete the pictures out of here, you will see these cloud and hill pictures. That is just like the back of the template. So that allows you to click and drag photos in and it will stick to that shape. But that's getting a little bit more technical than what I wanted to get on this. So let's look up photos so that we can click and drag photos into here. So Easter photos, it's already sitting there in the saved, and we can choose some cool Easter pictures to go into here. Again, it doesn't matter about the shape of them. If I just see how it pasted here like a picture, but if I just wobble it over one of the templates, it will fit in. So that's quite cool. Perhaps we want to have some carrots in the middle one, the Easter bunny's carrots. I want a big bunch of carrots. Let's go for that one. So again, wobble it around so that it fits in there, and maybe it's bunnies that I want on the last one. Let's see what this one looks like. We put it in here. Not quite the right image, because you can't really see what it is. Maybe I'll type rabbits. But sometimes it's just to do with the word that you're typing. Let's see how these guys go in here. Right, so we are covering the rabbit's face, but what we could do is move all of this down to here. And then change up the wording. And this, if this is going on your business page, I could put out of office, wishes you all a, if I want that there to be on one line, I have to make it a little bit smaller. Happy Easter. May your chocolate, may your chocolate last through lockdown. And then I want to add my logo. You might just like to write your name if you just want to put your name. So I'll just chuck my logo in here. But say you don't have a business and you're just wanting to put a post on your Facebook, on your personal page, then what you do is you go to text, choose one that you like or any of them, and type your name in here. So if I just want to put Kate Mack, and then here. It's quite small, that one, but again you can change the font and the colors and the size up here, and you could just do that. Cool. And then you'll download it the same way. So download it, don't put it straight onto your Facebook page, just download it onto your computer. You have a lot more control of it then. Make sure that you like the colors and everything. You can download it here. It's already going to be a PNG. When you choose a Facebook template, a Facebook post template, it will automatically save as a PNG file, which is perfect. You don't need to change the size of it. This will be perfect for Facebook, and then you could just download it. And then I'll show you how you can upload it to your Facebook page from there. So to upload it to your Facebook page, you come over to Facebook. You go to your own profile, obviously, or your business page profile, wherever you're wanting to post it. If it's in a group, then you could do that too. And I am going to click as if I'm just going to type a post. You could type a message as well if you wanted to, but I think because there's writing on the picture, I don't need to type anything. So I just upload the photo. So choose photo, download. Here goes the one that's the Happy Easter Facebook post that I just did. And so then I'm going to post it and you'll see what it looks like. Cool. So that is what people will see in their timelines now. And let's see if it's the first one here. Yep. Cool. So when people are scrolling through, that's what they're going to see. Happy Easter from me, or from my business page. So that is the end of my Canva creations, creating Easter egg cards and posts for social media. I hope you have some fun doing this with your children, if that's what you're doing it for personally, or for your business creating content around Easter. And of course you can use this anytime to create any kind of content or cards for any other occasion. Take care and have a wonderful Easter, everybody.